La Yashala. Imadium, which means to stand. Wapanyakwadam, which means rise and face the east. Will turn and face the east. Sar, the east is this way. We're going to be starting off with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayah, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yehovah, Malabaka, Daba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baharatazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayah, the Dunlanawa, Lakom, Kal, Yawam, Wasalach Lanawa, Kawawaf now, Kastalach now, Kawawaf now, Wala, Dabaya now, Banasaya one, Abal, Hawashaya now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waala, Wahatapara, Wawalamya, Aman. In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakat, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Baba Kasha, the Thundanawa, Hakat, La Pa'a, Kal Makala, Kal Marawa, Hakat, La Tahor, Hamatazariah, Hakat, La Hak, Hamat, Hakat, Awakawa, Hatama'ala, the Garshana, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Wadaman, in English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power, to heal, all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. The prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Vayashala, Waha, Vayaf Sapari, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Wadaman. What we just said was, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school, bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharya, Mayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Hawa, Aisha, Shemaiah, Baharatazah, Al-Yatan, Lamawat, Regal, Al-Yanawam, Shamar, Lana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yehoah, Shamar, Yehoah, Tizal, Al-Yad, Yamnika, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yekayaka, Wayara, Alayala, Yehoah, Yashamar, Yakalra, Yashamor, Apnapasha, Yehoah, Yashamor, Taza'at, Wabawaka, Maida, La'ai, Awalam, Aman. In the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Shall preserve thy going
and
out.
thy coming in.
And thy coming
from
in.
this time forth.
This time forth.
And even forevermore.
And forevermore.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Fakarash.
Al-Fakarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Al-Wayabika.
Al-Wayabika.
Yahamiyawan.
Yahamiyawan.
Al-Shanayaka.
Al-Shanayaka.
Nashawa.
Yashawa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aibika.
Al-Aibika.
Yarayama.
Sawad.
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 Wayatayai Tazawad.
Wayatayai Tazawad.
Al-Tazap Pawanyaka.
Al-Tazap Pawanyaka.
Wamawa.
Wamawa.
Wahawa.
Wahawa.
Wanakakido.
Wahawa.
Wagoya.
Wagoya.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yashala.
Sham Yashala.
Aiwa.
Aiwa.
Aya.
Saya.
Nawai Tazawad.
Mayanai Tazawad.
Lam.
Lam.
Yakad.
Yohad.
Ayaka.
Ali.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakaraf.
Yakaraf.
Ahaya.
Ahaya.
Harawam.
Harawam.
Wayashima'aya.
Wayashma'al.
Wawaba.
Wababa.
Wahagoya.
Wahagor.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Waimawan.
Aimawan.
Wamalak.
Waimalak.
Halashah.
Wayashab.
Anya Shabia.
Abiyashab.
Tazawad.
Tazawad.
Gamashawad.
Gamash.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aiman.
Aiman.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawad.
Zarawad.
Abayalawat.
Labayalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamayim.
Kamayim.
Kasayasa.
Kasa'asa.
Kayabim.
Kavyam.
Banachal.
Banachal.
Koyashwan.
Salakia.
Koyashwan.
Koyashwan.
Nashamadwin.
Nashamad.
Bayandara.
Ayahanda.
Iowa.
Iowa.
Daman.
Naman.
Ladama.
Nadama.
Shayatama.
Shayatama.
Nadiyama.
Nadiyama.
Kairab.
Kairab.
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakazamana.
Wakazamana.
All the say it come.
Kauna say it.
Ashar.
Kashar.
Nawa.
Nawa.
Nayarashah.
Nagarashah.
Nawa.
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 Alahayim.
Ahaya.
Alahaya.
Ahaya.
Shayatama.
Shayatama.
Kagagala.
Kagagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Rakah.
Kakaraka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Dabaira Yaira.
Tabaira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Kalahat.
Wakalahaba.
Haryom.
Wakayon.
Khan.
How.
Yaradapa.
Yaradapa.
Asaraka.
Asaraka.
Wabasawa Papa.
Why you serve a papa?
Tabahalom.
Tabahalom.
Balaa.
Balaa.
Hanyahom.
Hanyahom.
Kolawan.
Kalawan.
Wayabakwash.
Why you request?
Shimga.
Shimga.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabawa.
Wayabawa.
Adi Ai.
Adi Ai.
Wayakapara.
Wayakapara.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Haya.
Haya.
Atha.
Atha.
Shimga.
Shimga.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labadka.
Labad.
Al.
Al.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Al.
Al.
Call.
Call.
Haharatazal.
Ratazah.
Aman.
Aman.
In the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O
And
Yahweh.
be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies
thine
make a
enemies
tumult,
make a tumult.
and they that hate
And
thee
they that hate thee
have lifted up the
have
head.
lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against
and
thy people.
consulted against thy
And
hidden
consulted
ones.
against thy
They
hidden.
have said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
and let us cut them off from
let
being
us
a
cut
nation,
them off from being a nation.
that the name of
That
Israel
the name of Israel
may be no more
may
remembered.
be no more
For
remembered.
they have consulted together with one
For they
consent.
have consulted together with one
They are
consent.
confederate against
They
thee,
are confederate
the
against thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacles of Edom
and the
and the
Ishmaelites,
Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab
and the
and
Hagarims,
the Hagarims,
the Baal,
the Wall
and Ammon,
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
and Philistines,
Philistines
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with
Asher
them.
also is joined
They
with
have
them.
hope in the children of
They
Lot.
have hope in the children of
Salah,
Salah.
do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the
as unto
Midianites,
the Midianites,
as sister Sarah,
as sister Sarah,
as Tigabin,
as Jabin,
at the brook of
at the
Kasam,
brook of Kadam,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for
Make
the
their
earth.
nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like
and
a
like
red,
Zed.
and like Zed.
Yea,
Yea.
all the princes,
All the
as
princes,
the Ba,
as the
and
Ba,
as the Moon,
and as the Moon,
who said,
said,
let us take to
let us take
ourselves
to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in
the
possession.
houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh, my power,
Oh, my power.
make them like a
Make them
wheel,
like a wheel.
as the stubble before the
As the
wind,
stubble before the
as the
wind.
firebird at the
As the
wood,
firebird
and as the flame set at the
and
mountains
as the
on fire.
flame set at the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy
So
tempests,
persecute them with thy
and make them
tempests,
afraid with thy
to
storm.
make them afraid with thy
Fill
storm.
their faces with
Fill
shame,
their faces with
that they
shame.
may seek thy
That they
name.
may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
Oh, Yahweh.
let them be
Let
confounded
them be
and
confounded.
trouble forever.
Trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to
Let them be
shame
put to shame
and perish,
and perish.
that men may
That
know
men may know
that
that
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most
over
high
all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
The prayers of the blessings of the power structure in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Why Yahweh Shah?
Wa Mayaka'ala.
Why Yaka'ala?
Wa Alahayim.
Why Alahayim?
Batazabia.
Why Tazabia?
Hala Wapyahana.
Ala Wapyahan.
Hala Wapya.
Ala Wapya.
Hasaranya.
Hasaranya.
Hakatazayanya.
Hakazayah.
Hakayayal.
Hakayayah.
Wa Wapya.
Wow, Wapya.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Shem Yahweh Shah.
Hashem Yahweh Shah.
The Wada Aman.
Waraman.
In the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahweh.
Commanding General
The
Yohanan.
generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be
So
it.
be it.
Sar, which means to turn. Yeshapim, which means to be seated. Gonna be picking up where we left off last week. Clap it up. All right. We in the book of Genesis. Salaki. I keep saying Genesis. Genesis is one of my favorite books. So, you know, it's a lot of meat. It's a lot of meat and potatoes in that Genesis. If you in the Isupk, you can correctly get the breakdowns. You know what I mean? We don't have to use the book of Enoch. We don't have to use whatever net book that you read to try to fill in where your imagination prevails. That's what fake Israelites do. So we in Exodus chapter 2, verse 15 in the Hebrew. I'm on my way on 47. Give me 1 second. And I done went way to Genesis. I'm still in Genesis. My mind is on Genesis. I think that's what I'm gonna read. I guess I need to go back and read something in Genesis tonight. All right, so Exodus chapter 2, verse 15 in the Hebrew. Waya Shemai, Harai, Hadabar, Hazah, Waya Bakwash, La Harag, Mashah, Waya Barach, Waya Barakah, Mashah, Mapanya, Harai, Waya Shab, Baratazah, Madayan, Waya Shab, Al, Habarah. Verse 16. Wala Kahan, Madayan, Shabai, Bana Wat, Watha Ba'an, Watha Ba'ana, Watha Dalana, Watha Ma Lana La'ana, Hara Hatim, Lahashakwa, Wa, Tazaan, Abayahan. Verse 17. Waya Awa, Hara Ayam, Waya Gar Shawam, Waya Kwam, Masha, Waya Washine, Waya Shok, Taza Anam. Verse 18. Wathaba Ana, Al, Ra'ai wa Al, Abayahan, Waya Amar, Mada Wai, Maharatan, Ba'a, Hayawam. Verse 19. Wata Maran, Ayash, Matazaria, Hataza Yalanwa, Mayad, Hara Ayam, Wagam, Dala, Lanawa. Verse 20. Oh, you say something? Wayamar, all, Banath Yawa, Wa'ayan, Lama, Za, Aiza, Bathan, Ha'ayash, Quaraan, Lawa, Waya Kal, Baham. Verse 21. Waya Wa'al, Masha, La Shabbat, Ha'ayash, Wayathan, Taza Para, Bathwa, Lamasha. That was the first 7. No. Here we go. Exodus chapter 2, verse 15 in the English. Now, when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses. But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian. And he sat down by a well. Now, if I'm corrected, I believe this is when Moses, last week we was talking about the Pharaoh wanted to unalive all the male children in Israel, the Israelites. because they were afraid, like we go anywhere, they be like, them niggas is like roaches. They just keep growing and getting more powerful and getting bigger. They got the numbers.
The two brothers strove together.
Well, I'm saying, I'm just breaking down what happened last week.
Oh, common concept.
So yeah, that's what happened last week. So then one of the handmaids saw Moses in the river, and she decided to not, unalive him, and she hit him. And Moses ended up getting, long story short, he was raised in Egypt. He was second to Pharaoh. So, but he noticed with his people, he knew he was an Israelite. He knew he wasn't an Egyptian. And this is the story where we're getting into now. Moses saw he saw his brothers being like, just like here in America, you see brothers getting treated unfairly like George Floyd. You understand? Moses didn't sit there and watch with a camera phone George Floyd get his neck stepped on for 2 minutes? Moses didn't sit there and watch and go and talk about it. Moses went unalive the oppressor. Now, I'm not saying go unalive the oppressor, go cause harm on the oppressor, but I'm just saying this just shows the zeal that Moses had for his brother, for his nation. So now they found out, and just like other Israelites, Moses, what you gonna do? Moses, you gonna unalive me like you did the police?
Mm-hmm.
So Moses was on the run, you know what I mean? So he fled up to Midian because he unalived an Egyptian because how his people was being treated. That's the zeal that Moses had. You understand? Verse 16. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the throes to water their father's flock. I need some water right now.
Troughs.
Troughs to water. Verse 18. And when they came to Reuel, 17. Verse 17, and the shepherds came and drove them away, but Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flocks. Verse 18, to water. And when they came to Reuel, their father, he said, how is it that ye are come so soon today? He's like, hold on, I got done pretty quick today. What the hell going on? Verse 19, like if I know my daughter, I tell my daughter to do something, it's going to take her 2 days. You understand? It's going to take her 48 hours to clean her room.
God.
She come back this time in 14. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? You know your kids. You know what I mean? You know how your kids are. Verse 19. And they said, an Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us, and watered the flock. Verse 20. And he said unto his daughters, and where is he? Why is it that ye have left the man? Call him, that he may eat bread. Now, this shows you in a time, man, where people had common courtesy. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't a time where people like, if my daughters was talking about some nigga helped them do something, I don't want them to come to the house. That's me in the world, not a UPK, brother. If Officer Kwanaya or Officer Malaga, any brother in the school was to help my daughter, I'm not going to be like, get offended. Like, why was he helping you? These days, you almost have to ask those questions because our oppressors is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and we live in a wicked world. You understand? Some people mean well, but without the laws, statutes, and commandments or the understanding of how we keep our culture, it's dangerous in the earth. You understand? But here you go in ancient time, he like, why'd y'all leave the brother? He helped y'all, why'd y'all leave him? He like, why ain't y'all bring him to the crib?
Right.
It's not like that anymore. You don't want nobody come to your damn house these days. You understand? Because the earth, for one, is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's
right. You know what I mean? We can for sure go there, but the earth is just in different times. It's ran by the wicked. So you don't know what the hell someone's motive is by coming to your house or even helping your kids. I just wanted to show the difference of how we were, and I'm not even sure he was an Israelite, but just how people had the common courteous, and had what's the word I'm looking for? They were polite mannerism. You understand? We had courteous mannerism back then. You know what I mean? Now you don't know what if somebody has if someone's trying to be nice, you like, I don't know what the hell's up your sleeve, because we live in a wicked time. So I just wanted to point that out. where's that? Verse 21. Yeah, verse 21. And Moses was content to dwell with the man. No, I didn't read verse 20, did I? Verse 20. And he said unto his daughters, I did. And where is he? Why is it that ye have left the man? Call him that he may eat bread. Verse 20. And Moses was content to dwell with the man. And he gave Moses Zipporah, his daughter. Damn.
He take her.
You understand? Damn, he gave Moses Zipporah, his daughter. Now, I believe these were heathens. At the time, we didn't have, I don't think Moses had the law on the heathens. But that's another breakdown for another day. You understand? But I'm just saying, the common courteous and you just being so one Western for the Lord, people will see your light shine, even heathens. And they want to deal with you. Am I right out? You understand? True. So that's what it is. Moses was with the Lord was with Moses. Because Moses, guess what? Was with his people. You can't separate the two. If you're not with your people or for your people, there's no way the Lord can be with you. I don't care how you think. I don't care what you believe. If you're not for your people and with your nation, the Lord cannot be with you. I pray you understand in my General Mahiman voice. All right, so we're going back to the Hebrew. And we're in Exodus chapter 2, verse 22. All right. Watala, Ban, Wayakora, Shamwa, Garash, it's like Garsham, Kaya, Amar, Gar, Hayayathya, Barataza, Nakaria. Verse 23. Wayahaya, Bayamyam, Harabium, Haham, Wayamat, Malat, Matazarium, Waya Nakwa, Banya, Yashala, Man, Ha'ibada, Wayaza Aikwa, Wata Al, Shawa Aitam, Al, Ha'lahayam, Man, Ha'ibada. Verse 24. Waya Shemai, Alahayim, Na'quathum, Waya Zakar, Alahayim, Bara Yathwa, Abba Raham, Yatazaku, Yaikwa. Verse 25. Waya Ra'a, Alahayim, Banya Yasha Allah, Waya Dai, Alahayim. This is Exodus chapter 3, verse 1. Waya Mashah, Haya, Ra'ai, Tazaan, Yatharwa, Kathanawa, Kahan, Madayan, Waya Nahad, Hatazaan, Ahar, Hamadabar, Waya Ma'a, Har, Alahayim, Harabah. Verse 2. Waya Ra'a, Mala'at, Yahweh, Malayawa, Bala, Bah, Ash, Mathawak, Hasana, Wayara, Wahana, Hasana, Ba'ira, Ba'ash, Wahasana, Wayananawa, a call. Verse 3. Wayamar, Masha, Asara, Na'a, Wa'a, Ra'a, Hamar, Hamara'a, Hagadah, Hazah, Badawai, La'a, Yaba, Ira, Hasana. Hey, Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shamar Latah Bashim Yashah, the sister Shapala, Most High in Christ. Sister always tuning in. Sister Zeal is unmatched in the ISUPK, Most High in Christ.
That's right.
All right, come on now. This is Exodus chapter 2, verse 22 in the English. Huh?
Okay, come on, so I can. Oh, we good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, was it? It ain't up.
Nah, we good. I was tripping off the verse.
Oh, okay, come. And she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom, for he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. Verse 23, and it came to pass in process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage, and they cried, and their cry came up unto the Most High for reason of the bondage. You understand? For reason of the bondage. Just like here in America, we're in bondage. I don't care how many iPhones you can buy. I don't care how many date nights you can go on. I don't care how good your slave pays. I don't care if you got $1 million or $1 billion. If you're Black, Latino, or Native Indian, guess what? You are in bondage. Mm-hmm. That last name that you have, Parker, Johnson, Harvey, Jones, that is the last name of your oppressor. That's a constant reminder. And you know, you think about it, most people forget that. Like they forget that just that simple wording of your last name, you have an oppressor last name, and it's like, oh well. Mm-hmm. Oh well. I make that point often when people, especially oppressors or people in general, where there's Christians, oh man, that's the past. I'm like, well, if it's the past, why you still have the same last name from the past? It reminds you that you're a slave. And they don't like to answer that question because it's the truth. Mm-hmm. You know, a Christian don't want to deal with the truth. America doesn't want to deal with the truth. But because your oppressor is the devil, we will accept being in bondage willfully these days. Because you can go on TikTok, you can go on Snapchat, and you can just forget you're a slave. You understand? You got to understand this is the devil. He's going to give you all the tools that you can utilize to destroy yourself and separate your spirit from the Most High God. You understand? So we're in bondage. We're still in captivity and bondage, just like the Egyptians were when Moses was on the scene. And the Egyptians prayed and cried to the Most High God. And one day he heard their prayers, Quanaya. And one day the Lord's going to hear our prayers because a Black man by the name of Yahweh Mashiach is coming to deliver his people out of this hell, out of this bondage. We just have to be ready. You understand? We have to be ready. Not going to go get baptized on Sunday, not confessing with your mouth that you're a sinner. You understand? The Bible does say confession is good for the spirit, right? But after you confess, what are you doing then? Are you repenting? Or are you just going to be confessing every prayer every damn day for the rest of your life? You know, that's what I used to do, Quanaya. I used to be out in these streets, man. I would pray to God every day to protect me from the very own things that's going to put me in jail. I'm praying to the Most High God, man. Look, just do not let the police look at me sell your people crack, Lord.
Right.
Do not look at me, Lord, while I'm out here. You know, don't let this nigga come home while I'm in this apartment with his rib. I'm praying for the Lord to protect me in my wickedness. That's the Christian church. That's why we're in bondage. That's why we're in captivity. One day the Lord is going to hear our prayers, but first we have to learn how to serve the Lord. We can't serve the Lord at our worst. The Lord wants our best. He wants our best effort. He wants us to be perfect. I know being perfect is a sin in the Christian church, but the Lord requires us to be perfect. How do you be perfect? First off, you got to learn what sin is. Mm-hmm. All perfect means is not sinning. I know you think it's hard because you're Christian. You can't put the Baconator down. You can't put the pork sausage down. You can't not just celebrate your birthday and, oh, forget about the shrimp. I think the shrimp and the seafood might be worse than the pork. It's neck and neck, Quanaya.
Right, oh God.
It's neck and neck. I don't know. You understand? But all those sins and transgressions against the Lord is the reason why Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians are in bondage. Yeah. And our people needed a leader to free us from bondage, and the Lord found one through Moses, just like the Lord found one today with Commanding General Yohanan. You understand? Keep reading. You got something you wanted to say, Art?
So, like, I just wanted
Please,
to, pertaining to what you had just brought out about us and that having that slave master's last name, and that's not even caring. You understand? That goes directly against what God says. Now, if I could read the scripture real quick.
Please, Baba Kashab.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7. It says, remember the days of old. So, of course, our forefathers were the ones who got that name. So you got that name from your forefathers. So you say, it wasn't me, but listen to the Lord. Remember the days of old.
That's right.
Consider the years of many generations. So, of course, you ain't every generation. Your forefathers and those that came before you make up the generations of your family. The Lord says to consider the years of many generations. Ask thy fathers, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. Never forget, man. You understand? That's what the Most High wants you to understand. He wants you to remember the things that your people went through, that suffered behind that name. Williams, you know what I'm saying? Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Wallace, all the names that we've been brought up under in captivity, man. Remember and consider your people. Don't think because, today you got the choice to fly from here to Cancun, or you got the right to travel from the north and the south as your forefathers didn't have, you understand, without getting your head blown. And I can't even really say you won't get get unalived on that trip. Even in today's time, we still have sundown cities, you understand, sundown towns.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, the Lord said, consider the generations, man. Consider the many years of generations and ask thy fathers, man. You understand? If your people were enslaved here in America before your time today on the earth, consider them. You understand? That's all I had to say, sir.
Most High Christ, give the brother a hand. That's what he said was the absolute truth. Where we at?
Exodus
24, 2 and 24.
Yeah, 2 and 24.
Verse 24, and the Most High heard their groaning, and the Most High remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. Verse 25, and the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them. Exodus chapter 3, verse 1. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert, and came to the mountain of the Most High, even to Horeb. Verse 2. And the angel of the Most High appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. Verse 3. And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. Moses like, how the hell is this bush burning? But it ain't burnt.
Right.
You understand? It's burning, but it ain't burnt. There's something going on with this bush. You understand? That's because the Lord was with Moses.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of you nuts think you see miracles all the time. A lot of you Judite sisters, a lot of you sisters, there's some sister. I got a lot of sisters on my my old slave page. They go live and read your future.
Good night.
They charging, they smoking weed, and they charging $15.99. These sisters that I knew in the world. And they go live on Facebook Live and read your future. And they're going to tell you, Cornell, what's going to happen in the future.
She won't get my money, so I can.
You understand? And look, listen. She go live every day, and then right after she get off live, she make a post about a man, not having a man.
Good.
You can't see a man in your future. You can see everybody else's future, but you can't see a man in your future. But you can tell some sister about the man she dealing with. Moving on. Back to the Hebrew. Exodus chapter 3, verse 4. In the Hebrew. Wayara, Yahweh, Kaya, Sar, Lara, Awaf, Wayakora, Al Yawah, Al Hayim, Mathawak, Hasana, Wayamar, Masha, Wayamar, Hananaya. Verse 5. Wayamar, Al, Thakwara, Halam, Shah, Na'al Ma'al, Raga, Ragal Yak, Kaya, Hamakwa Wam, Ashar, Ata, I, Wamad, Al Yawa, Adamat, Kodash, Hawa'a. Verse 6. Wayamar, Nakya, Allah, Ahoya, Abayat, Ahoya, Abaraham, Ahoya, Yatazakak, Wa'ahaya, Ya'ikwa, Waya Satar, Masha, Panyawa Haya Yara'a Mahab Yat Al Halahayim. Verse 7. Wayamar Yahweh Ra'a Yahya Ayn Ya Ashar Bama Tazarium Wa'a Tazai Quatom Shamaithya Mapanya Nagashawa Kaya Yada Aithya Maka Abyawa. Verse 8. Wayara Laha Taza Yawa Mayad Matazarium Wala Ha'ai Lafwa Man Harataza Hahawa Al Arataza Tawa Ba Wara Haba Al Arataza Zabat Halab Wada Bash Al Makwa Wong Hakan Nanya Waha Kafya Waha Ramya. So like it Waha Maria Waha Parzaya Waha Kaya Waha Yab Wasya. Verse 9. Wa'aita Hana Tazai Kwaf Banya Yashala Ba'a Alya Wagam Ra'a Yafya Hala Hataza Ashar Matazarium Lahatazayim Atham. Verse 10. Wa'aita Lacha Wa'a Lash Wa'a Shalach Wala Shakak Al Parai Waha Wataza Anya Banya Yashala Mama Tazari. All right. Exodus chapter 3, verse 4 in the Hebrew. Salaki in the English. We back in English now. And when the Most High saw that he turned aside to see, God called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here I am. Verse 5. And he said, Draw not near hither. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground. So he had him take off his shoes because that was a sign of respect. And he draw. Verse 6. Moreover, he said, I am the power of thy father, the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. So he's going in rank order. You understand, the Most High God said, I'm the power of these men who are your forefathers. Our forefather is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Most High God made a covenant with them. And now we are supposed to be up under the covenant. We broke the covenant. And we still are currently breaking the covenant as a nation. But Yahweh our King made it so that we can come back to the covenant of the Most High God, which he gave us from when he chose Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now, it's going to take some work. It's not talking about going to church every Sunday. And you know what? I probably talked to about 5 or 6 black women that go to church every Sunday. Their kids praise dance every Sunday. Their kids go to church and Sunday school. But then when you break down the Bible, one of the first things they say is that, well, you know, a man broke their book. Well, I'm like, well, what are you praise dancing every Sunday in church for? Like, that is just something that has to be studied. It has to be studied. Like, that is something that has to be studied with people in the church. You put all these posts up and put all your faith and belief in the Christian church, but when something in the Bible doesn't make sense to you, a man wrote it? Damn. What the hell are you going to church for? Like, I wouldn't go to church. I wouldn't even believe in a book. That's why the Bible says it's more dangerous to be lukewarm than it is hot or cold. I'd rather just not believe and just live my life not believing in the Bible versus, because you're just going to confuse yourself further, thinking you believe in God, but then you don't believe in a book that teaches you about God because you say a man wrote it. A man did write it. A man wrote every book. But the Bible wasn't inspired by the spirit of men. And that's what a Christian would never understand, because you guys or Christians are always out of the spirit of the Most High God. You're not in the spirit of the Most High God, so you won't understand the Bible. But you understand praise dancing. You understand Easter. You understand Christmas. You understand your birthday. You understand your lust. That's why you don't want to follow the Bible, because of your lust. That's it. Hey, I was driven by my lust too. A lot of us are driven by our lust. But don't blame the Bible for your error of thinking. Don't blame the Bible because your Christian pastor did a horrible job with the breakdowns. Yeah, the Bible is 100% factual. The only book in the earth proven to be true with prophecy. So we're gonna leave that there, Kodaya. But yeah, it has to be said. If you don't believe in the Bible, why go to church? I don't understand it. The Bible is supposed to be built off church. Or, Kodaya, this is my last point. Or that might just be the whole spirit of the Christian church. They don't believe in the Bible.
God. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. The Christian church does not believe in the Bible. That's why they are so offended when you pull scriptures from the Bible. Oh, go ahead.
Here's another one they say that don't matter. You know, when you bring up that color of Christ, that don't matter. Something in the Bible doesn't matter.
Oh yeah. You know, if they can't stop eating pork, they're not gonna accept that Christ is black. You know.
Good night.
You can't stop right there. We'll keep moving on now. Verse 5. And he said, draw thee hither, put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground. Verse 6, moreover, he said, I am the power of thy father, the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon the Most High. Verse 7, and the Most High said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry by reason of their taskmaster. For I know their sorrows. He knows the sorrows of his people. He knows that we have wicked taskmasters here in America and all throughout the four corners of the earth. And might I add, why is the Most High making a difference between the children of Israel and the taskmasters? Come on. I forgot. The Old Testament is done away with. That's what it is, Christians. For I know their sorrows, verse 8, and I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of that land unto a good land and a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey, unto the place of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites. Verse 9, now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me, and I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppressed them. Verse 10, come now therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. Get the Lord a hand of that.
All right.
Get the Lord a hand for the sequel. It's going to be a sequel to that, you know. It's going to be a sequel to this, what we read. Now, I pray you understand that. You understand? We're leaving Egypt, which is spiritually Babylon and spiritually Sodom. We're getting about in this hellhole. You understand? So prepare for the sequel. All right. So we're going back to the Hebrew. This is Exodus chapter 3, verse 11. Wayamar, Masha, Halahaya, Maya, Anakia, Kaya, La, Parai, Wakaya, Awatazaya, Manya, Yashala, Mama Tazaria. 12. Wayamar, Kaya, Ahaya, Aimak, Waza, La, Ha'ahwa, Kaya, Anakia, Shalach, the Yak, Bahawataza Yak, Ha'ain, Mamantazorium, the I Badwan, Halahayim, Hahar, Hazah. Verse 13. Wayamar, Masha, Halahayim, Hana, Anakya, Ba'a, Banya, Yashala, Wa Marathya, Laham, Ahoya, Abba Wathyakam, Alahana, Alachanaya, Alayakam, Wa Mar, Wa Lawa, Ma, Shamwa, Ma, Amar, Alaham. Verse 14. Wayamar, Alahayim, Masha, Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya, Wayamar, Ka, Damar, Labanya, Yashala, Ahaya, Shalachniya, Al Yakam. Verse 15. Wayamar, Aiwad, Alahayim, Masha, Ka, Da'amar, Banya, Yashala, Yahweh, Alahaya, Abayath Yakam, Alahaya, Abaraham, Alahaya, Yatazakwa, Ahaya, Yaquab, Shalakanya, Alakam, Za, Shamya, La Ayalam, Waza, Zakaria, La Dara, Dabar, Slaki, Dar. Verse 16. Lot, Wa Sapat, Zaquanya, Yashala, Wa Mara, Alahayim, Yahweh, Alahaya, Abath-yakam, Nara'a, Al-Ya, Alahaya, so like Al-Ya, Abaraham, Yatazakak, Yaikwab, La Mar, Paquad, Paraquathya, Athakam, Wa'at, Ha'ai Shawa, Lakam, Bamatazarian, verse 17. Wayamara, Ayala, Athakam, Ma'anya, Matazarium, Arataza, Hakananya, Wahakatya, Wahamaria, Wahapazaria, Wahahaya, Wahayabwasya, Arataza, Zabat, Kalab, Wadabash. All right. This is Exodus chapter 3, verse 11. And Moses said unto the Most High, who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt? So Moses already doubted himself, which, most of us would, if we didn't have the Spirit of the Lord was on Moses, but he didn't have the understanding. You understand? At this point, he had the zeal of the Most High, but not, he didn't have the knowledge that he needed to, fight the battle with the Lord. He like, who am I to come against Moses, Pharaoh? Who, me come against this great kingdom of Egypt? Who, me come against, you talking about Elijah come against Donald Trump? You know what I mean? Donald Trump got navies and armies, the Space Force. He has about 1 million hillbillies that'll go do any damn thing for him in the streets.
God.
About a hill, missing teeth and everything. And they gonna ride or die for Trump. Clucked out, methed out, whatever. I ain't got all that power. We ain't got all that power going on, y'all. You know what I mean? They got all the guns, the weapons, the resources. They got everything they need. You want me to come to Donald Trump and tell Donald Trump, and I'm using Donald Trump as an example. I don't give a damn if it was Joe Biden or any oppressor. You want me to come against this great kingdom and demand that you let us free? Yeah. Moses is like, I can only imagine what would be running through his head. After I just unalived, some Egyptians. I'm on the run. I got warrants. So not only do I got to go up in front of him, I got warrants. I'm a wanted man. That got to be heavy right there. You talking about facing some demons, facing some situations. Think about that next time you're going through something. What Moses had to go through in order to serve the Lord. He was on a run for murder, unaliving some heathens. And you want me to go and be the face of this entire nation who are slaves in your kingdom?
Mm-hmm.
Good night. That was a hell of a
task, God.
Mm-hmm. That was a hell of a one. Verse 12, and he said, certainly I will be with thee, and this shall be a token unto thee, that I have sent thee, when thou hast brought forth the people out of Egypt. Ye shall serve God unto this mountain. Verse 13, and Moses said unto God, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, the God of your fathers have sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say unto them? Oh, Lord, here we go, getting into the name. What's the name of the Lord? It tells you right here what the Lord's name is. You understand? You don't have to make up your own name, or you can be like the IUIC and make up any name you want to. It was a clip of the IUIC back in the day. I remember this clip. It was the same cat that said that, what's he famous for? With Trayvon Martin.
Oh, who the hell cares about Trayvon Martin?
Not the other one, the Levite.
You should have damn stopped telling
him. What did he say? What was the phrase that he said?
He said, why didn't you obey the white man or something?
Why didn't you obey the white man?
Yeah.
And then it was something he said, rebellion.
Rebellion. Yeah.
Rebellion.
Yeah.
That rebellion, he said that you can call the Lord, go play yogurt. It don't matter what you call him.
God.
You saw that video?
God, yeah.
I said, these men are nuts and out of their damn mind. Why would you even if you didn't don't even believe in the Lord's name, why do you think you can call him anything? When he told Moses, you're supposed to be an Israelite, right? When he told Moses, this is what you call me. Right here. But nobody knows the name, and you can call him go play yogurt. I mean, I see the problem in the IUIC. You purple LGBTQ gang members, you guys just worship Nate. That's the only Nate. That's the only name y'all wake up and worship every morning. Is Nathaniel. Nathaniel. That's who you worship in the IUIC. Is Nathaniel. For you to make a comment about the Lord's name and downplay his name like it's nothing says a lot about who you have respect for. Because they would never get Nate's name wrong. You understand? They would never get Nate's name wrong. And y'all let Nate send y'all ride pics and all kind of. The Lord would never tell a man to send a ride pic, but Nate will. Moving on. Verse 14. And the Most High said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, and that's not the name either, that I am that I am. Now you got that saying that Higher, I don't even know. I haven't heard them cats in a long time. They call us the Most High Higher.
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah, I think they all moved from Egypt or moved to Egypt. They moved some damn where. I remember one point in time he was telling niggas to go to Egypt and live so you can be out of Babylon. He moved from one oppression to another. But no, that's not his name. Higher Yashar Higher. Is that what they used to say?
Higher Yashar Higher.
Yeah, that's not the Lord's name. Sorry, what was Bubblize?
GLCC.
What was his name? Ashar. His name was Ashar, wasn't it?
It was
Rakah.
Yeah.
Rakah. Yeah, Rakah. Another nut. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am have sent thee. And the most.
It's like that's it.
What'd you say?
Have sent me.
I didn't say that.
You said thee.
I am hath sent me unto you. Verse 15. Now we get into the Lord's name. That's what it is that I am. You understand? My name is I am. No, the Lord's is being sarcastic. He's being sarcastic right here. No, tell him I am sent you. I am who I am. I ain't you know who I am.
Right.
You know, the earth is my footstool. I am a man of war.
Man, that's the Father.
You understand? But this isn't my name. And this proves it in the next verse. we at? Verse 15.
Verse 15.
And the Most High said, moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel. This is what you should say to the children of Israel. This is what you should tell them that my name is. Right? The Most High God of your powers. And if you read that in the Hebrew, the Most High, all caps, Lord, is Yahweh. Yahweh Elohim of your fathers. The power of your fathers, Elohim. Yahweh Elohim, the powers of your fathers. You understand? The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob hath sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. You see, he didn't say that I am is my name forever. He said Yahweh. Unless I'm reading it wrong for now, y'all.
Nah.
You understand? Verse 16. Go and gather the elders of Israel together and say unto them, the Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob, appeared unto me, saying, I have surely visited you, and seen that which is done to you in Egypt. Verse 17. And I have said, I will bring you up out of the affliction of Egypt unto the land of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, unto a land flowing with milk and honey. Get the Lord a hand for that.
All right.
He's going to clear that land out for our people.
Nah.
He's going to clean them out of them damn Africans. Don't marry them. Don't do nothing with them. There's plenty of land. We about to go, settle over here. You understand? So now we're going back to the Hebrew. Exodus chapter 3, verse 18.
Con.
Oh, you had something to say?
Nah. No, I thought you was asking.
Oh, yeah, come. Exodus chapter 3, verse 18. Washamayawa, Lakwa, La, Waba'a, Ata, Wazakwanya, Yashala, Al, Malak, Matazorium, Wa Maratham, Allah, Al Yawa, Yahweh, Allah Haya, Ha'ai, Rabyayum, Nakwara, Al Ya Nawa, Wa Aita, Nalaka, Na'a, the rock, Shalasha, Yam, Ba'a, Slaki, Bama the Bar, Wanaza Bak, La Yahweh, Allah Yanawa, Allah Yanawa. Verse 19. All right. Wa Anya, Yada Aithya, Kaya, La'a, Yatan, Aftakam, Malak, Batazorium, La Halak, Wala'a, Bayad, Hazakwa. Washalakathya, Yadaya, Waha Kayafya, Batazorium, Bakal, Napa Laafya, Ashar, Na'aisha, Bakwarabwa, Wa'akarya, Khan, Yashalach, Aftakam. Verse 21. Wanathya, Han, Ha'aim, Hazah, Ba'ai, Yanya, Matazorium, Wahaya, Kaya, Dala Kawan, La'a, Dala Dalakwa, Raya Kwam. Verse 22. Washala, Hasha, Masha, Kanata, Wamagara, Bayata, Kaya, Kasab, Wakalya, Zahab, Washamalach, Washama, Thom, Al, Bana Yakom, Wa Al, Bana Banath Yakom, Wana Tazalatham, Matazarium. Exodus chapter 4, verse 1. Waya Ain, Masha, Waya Amar, Wahan, La'ad, Ya'a Manyawa, Laya, Wala'a, Yashama Iowa, Bakwalya, Kaya, Ya'amar wa la'a nara'a al ya Yahweh. Verse 2. Wa ya'amar al yawa Yahweh ma bayadak wa ya'amar mata. All right. So we're going back to the English. This is Exodus chapter 3, verse 18. And they shall hearken to thy voice, and thou shalt come, thou and the elders of Israel, unto the king of Egypt, and ye shall say unto them, the Most High, the God of the Hebrews, have met with us. And now let us go. We beseech thee 3 days' journey into the wilderness, that we may sacrifice unto the Most High our power. Verse 19. And I am sure that the king of Egypt will not let you go. No, not by a mighty hand. Verse 20. And I will stretch out my hand and smite Egypt with all my wonders, which I will do in the midst thereof. And after that he will let you go. Verse 21. And I will give this people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. And it shall come to pass that when ye go, ye shall not go empty. Verse 22. But every woman shall borrow of her neighbor, and of her that sojourneth in her house, jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment, and ye shall put them upon your sons and upon your daughters, and ye shall spoil the Egyptians. So that when it says that borrow, that's not talking about you giving it back. We wouldn't borrowing nothing and taking it back to the land of Egypt. Now the borrow is like what it says, with ye shall spoil the Egyptians, meaning we taking a stuff. I almost said the other word. We need that. Come up off that. You understand? It's no longer yours. And when the Lord get through with them, hell, they want to get, they don't care about it. No, they like, man, just get the hell up out of here. Well, that's further. I guess I hope I'm not ruining the story for nobody. This is one of my favorite stories in the Bible as well. But they, that borrow is not talking about, like, let me hold something and then I'm going to give it back to you. Like, no. It's borrow there in the context means to spoil. And you can look up that word borrow and see the different breakdowns and meanings of what that borrow, and you can find the one that perfectly fits this scripture. You understand? This is Exodus chapter 4, verse 1. And Moses answered and said, but behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice. For they will say, the Most High had not appeared unto thee. The children of Israel don't believe nothing. Moses already know we stiff-necked, rebellious, and we believe in every damn thing. He already know what he's up against with the children of Israel. You know what I mean? We go out here on Saturday, every Saturday on the highways and byways and have camp, and we know what we facing. Some days I'll go into a zone. We might go out of town to a zone, or hell, even in our own zone. And I'll be like, man, I know these niggas is not going to listen to nothing we saying today.
Right.
You understand? But that doesn't stop the fact that you have to have faith in the Lord. That doesn't stop the fact that you have to have brotherhood and compassion on your people. Because somebody might see that. Somebody might actually see that you put in work for your nation, and they might be like, you know what? If it was work for him to change his life and to help his people, maybe it's work for me to do the same. You understand? So never give up. But the Lord was trying to show Moses, like, even with you may have your doubts going into serving the Lord. But one thing Moses did was stay down with the Lord even when he didn't understand. You understand? Don't run into a hard, don't run into an issue and think that your life is over because you don't understand where the Lord is trying to take you. You may not understand where the Lord is trying to take you. Moses didn't, but he stayed down with the Lord. He stayed down with his people. So you can't look at things carnally and think that, oh, this is the end. He want me to go into Egypt. I got warrants. I'm on the run. He want me to face the Pharaoh of Egypt, the greatest kingdom at this time, and tell Pharaoh to let his people go, his workers, who's building Egypt, who's making Egypt successful and rich and mighty. Then I got to deal with the people who don't even believe, who are stiff-necked and rebellious. And here we are tripping about we lost a God.
Okay.
We lost a rib. And we tripping about things like that when Moses had tons of problems he had to deal with. But guess what? He didn't let it keep him from serving the Lord, man. You understand? Keep going. Where we at? I think that was it. No, I think I got to read verse 2. Verse 2. And the Most High said unto him, what is that in thine hand? And he said, a rod. And now we're going back to the Hebrew. All right, this is Exodus chapter 4, verse 3. Wayamar hashala yakhawa ara taza wayasha laya kahawa arataza wayahaya lana kash waya nas masha mapanyawa. Can you look and see where we're supposed to stop again? I'm trying to make sure I don't go over. Wayamar Yahweh al masha shalak yadat wa khaz baza nabwa waya shalak yadwa waya khazak bawa waya haya la mata bakapwa. Verse 5. Lama ain ya'am yanawa kaya nara'a al ya Yahweh al haya abathon al haya abarahom al haya yatazaka wa lahaya yakwa wa yamar Yahweh lawa I wad haba'a na'a yadat bacha yakwak wayaba'a yadwa bacha yakwawa wayawa taza'a wahana yadwa matazar I matazar I kashalag. Verse 7. Wayamar hashab yadat al hayakwak wayashab yada wa al haya kwawa waya wataza maha yakwa wahana shabbat kabasharwa. Verse 8. Wahaya la'a yama slaki ya yam nawa la wala'a yasha ma'aiwa la qual ha'a hara ash wine waha yanawa la qual ha'a ha harawan. Verse 9. Wahaya la'a yama ya'am nawa gam lashanawa lashanya ha'ath wa ha'la wala'a yashama ayawan la kwala wala kwakathwa mamam yamya hayar wa shapaka hayabasha wa hayawa hamyam ashar the kwah man haya ara wa hayawa ladam baya bash baya basha. All right. So, like, can you see where we stopped the last verse? I just want to make sure I don't go over.
So like yes, sir, I had this conversation with Officer Mawaz. So I didn't catch the last part.
No. I was just saying, look on YouTube and see where I got the last verse for the.
Oh. So
you too wild. Now, this is Exodus chapter 4, verse 3 in the Hebrew. And he said, cast it on the ground. and he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moses fled from before it. He threw the damn rod down and got the hell up out of here. You know, most Negroes scared of snakes anyway. But if you had a rod, like you see brothers here carry, or you see them in Sabbath service, the tall rods that our forefathers used to carry, and brothers carry them today, he threw that down, and the Lord turned it into a serpent. And when Moses got the hell up out of there, you understand? Verse 4, and the Most High said unto Moses, put forth thy hand and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand. How many brothers would have struggled with that, even touching it? Hey, shalom, sis, Princess Dazam, Yahweh Shemal Latah Bashim Yahweh Shah. What's going on, sis? How many people would have, you know, even went and attempted to grab the snake? You understand? Like, man, I'm not getting that snake even before the Lord. You know what I mean? People show they fear even before the Lord. Moses did. Go ahead,
Sorry, so what is it you wanted me to check one more time?
This is where we're supposed to stop.
Oh, okay, calm.
Exodus 4.
We started at 2:15, so
it should be on. It should be marked on YouTube. If you can just look at the class on YouTube, it should be on there.
Oh, okay, calm.
That's all I was saying. Just look on YouTube at the class.
Okay.
What was I? Verse 4. Verse 4. And the Most High said unto Moses, put forth thine hand and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand. Verse 5. That they may believe that the Most High God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob had appeared unto thee. See, our people always looking for a sign. You just ain't going to be walking up here talking about the Lord's with you. Nigga, prove it. Prove the Lord with you.
God.
You understand? The Lord and the Most High told Moses to do this because he know we stiff-necked, we rebellious, we don't believe nothing besides our own lust and what we want to do. So the Lord had to send Moses on the scene to create a miracle in front of his people so they would believe that the Lord is with Moses.
Oh, God.
You understand? They seen all the witchery and the magicians that the Egyptians was doing. Just like we see all the things here in America that is so great. We follow American culture and follow American practices. Oh, go ahead.
So like you said, it was 4:16.
4:16, Most High Christ. So yeah, man. Verse 5. No, actually, verse 6. And the Most High said furthermore unto him, put now thine hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom. And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow. Now he put his hand in his bosom, right? And he pulled it back out. His hand was leprous as snow. We also use this scripture. This is a very One West UPK scripture because this proves that Moses wasn't the white cat on the 10 Commandments that you used to watch out on Easter every Sunday. I know I didn't seen it at least a dozen times, but I don't know how many times you didn't seen it. I know you probably got a few years on me, but every Easter, did they play the 10 Commandments? And it was some white man, some oppressor, acting like Moses. But guess what? Moses isn't a white man. Moses is from the tribe of Levi, and the Levites today are the so-called Haitians. You understand? That's who the Levites are. So if a white man put his hand in his bosom and pulled it back out and it was leprous, would that be so remarkable, Konaya? Wow. Would you look at that like an astonishment?
God.
It just looked like, well, okay, I guess my right hand didn't get as much sun as my left one. He had his hand in his gloves all day in his pocket.
Well, not that much.
I'm talking about the oppressor.
Oh, okay, God.
I'm talking about the oppressor. I'm saying it wouldn't be no astonishment. You'd be like, oh, you just need to get some sun.
Right.
But if you seen a brother with a pasty white hand and the rest of his body's my complexion, or this brother right here, Kwanayaga complexion, you're going to be like, hold on, turn my shit back. Hold on, Lord. I don't want this. But we use this to show that the Israelites or Moses was the so-called black man from the tribe of Levi. The Israelites are definitely black, Latino, and Native Indian. We come in all shades of brown, but this proves that Moses wasn't that. Who was that cat that played Moses in the 10 Commandments movie after Easter? I gotta say it like that because that's the only time I ever watched it was after Easter. Grandma made us all go to church Easter Sunday, right? And you come home, eat that nasty ham and whatever dinner that they had prepared after Easter, and then we come home and watch the good old family movie, The 10 Commandments. You understand?
Traditional wickedness.
That's traditional what to do. Get a brother a hand.
Salakia.
Traditional wickedness. I like that. You got something else you had to say?
Nah, I guess I could say something else. It's just we don't understand the whole nostalgia thing that is like Joe Muhammad said, man, nostalgia is an enemy to God. You know what I'm saying? We just don't understand that, reminiscing and remembering that feeling as a young child of being over grandma's, auntie's, mama's house when they do the Thanksgiving or they do the Easter, they do Christmas, and that feeling that you get is all subject to keeping you led astray. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You will never get the truth as long as you have that nostalgia for every holiday, every traditional wicked thing that we done. You know what I mean?
And it's the same with drugs.
God. That first time you ever got high.
It's the same with drugs. I believe with drugs, it's a symptom called euphoric recall.
Euphoric recall?
It's like a euphoric recall. Like something, if you're trying to get off drugs, it's a euphoric recall, if I'm saying it correctly. It's something that you may smell a smell. And it reminds you of getting high your first time. And you have to battle that demon. You have to do the same with the nostalgia that you're saying here in America, because you're going to, look, after about September, October, when all the oppressors' holidays start rolling around, you just start seeing colors. You start noticing lights. You start smelling certain smells of different foods. And it reminds you when you're in the world, when you used to have a good time with your family. But that's a demon. You got to go to war with those demons, man. You understand? Verse 8. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe thee, neither hearken to the voice of the first sign, that they will believe the voice of the latter sign. Verse 9. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these two signs, neither hearken unto thy voice, that thou shalt take of the water of the river and pour it upon the dry land. And the water which thou takest out of the river shall become blood upon the dry land. So this cuts another thing that the Lord is going to make you believe. One day you're just going to magically start believing in the Lord. He's given Moses all these signs to, persuade the children of Israel to let the children of Israel know that Moses or the Lord is with Moses. You understand? You're just not going to wake up one day and serve the Lord. You have to want to serve the Lord. You have to want to do right. You have to want to be a brother. You have to want to be a sister. It's not going to magically happen overnight. You understand? It's going to take hard work and dedication. And that's something that the children of Israel are so far from these days. The only thing we work hard and dedicated to is our lust, trying to get an orgasm and eat. That's it.
Right.
Oh. Okay, verse 9. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these two signs, neither hearken unto thy voice, that thou shalt take of the water of the river and pour it upon the dry land, and the water which thou makest out of the river shall become blood upon the dry land. Good night. And I think that was it, right? This is 7. No, I'm not done. Yeah. Now we're going back to the Hebrew. Exodus chapter 4, verse 10. This will be the last 7, 10, and 16. Wayamar, Masha, Yahweh, Banya, Badanya, La'a, Ayash, the Baryam, Anakya, Gam, Matha, Wal, Gam, Mashalashom, Gom, Ma'az, Dabarak, Al, Ibadat, Kayab, Kaba, Kabad, Pa, Wakabad, Lashawan, Anakia. Verse 11. Wayamar Yahweh Al Yawah, Maya, Shon, Pa, La Adam, Awa, Maya, Yashawon, Alon, Awa, Harash, Awa, Pakwak, Awa, Iwar, Hala'ah, Anakia, Yahweh. Verse 12. Wa'aita, Lak, Wa'anakia, Ahaya, Aim, Payat, Wahawar, Yafyak, Ashar, Dadabar. Verse 13. Wayamar Baya Adanya Shalach Na'ah Bayad Dashalach. Verse 14. Wayachar Yahweh Bamasha Wayamar Halah Aharan Akyat Halawah Halawaya Yadaithya Kaya Dabar Yadabar Hawa'a Wagam Hana Hawa'a Yataza'a Lakwara Dak Wara'a Washamach Bala Balabawa. Verse 15. Wadabarach Al Yawa Washamach Hadabarim Bapayawa Wa Anakia Ahaya Aim Payat Wa Aim Payahawa Waha War Yafya Aftakam Ashar the Aishawan. Verse 16. Wadabar Hawa'a Lak Al Ha'aim Wahaya Hawa'a Ya Lak Lapa Wa'ata Dahaya Lawa La Lahayim. All right, back to the English. Exodus chapter 4, verse 10. And Moses said unto the Most High, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servants, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. So Moses is like, look, I'm not the best talker. I'm not the best speaker. I don't have, I don't have those gifts like those purple cats, those purple faggots in IUIC. I don't have that the gift of talking like the Dr. Martin Luther King or TD Jakes. All these great speech givers, motivational speakers. You're talking all that ain't talking about nothing because you're not serving the Lord. But Moses is like, look, I'm slow down. I don't have all that. But the Lord was still with him. And Moses kept doubting himself. And you're going to see the Lord sarcastic. He's getting irritated with Moses a little bit. Like, look, just rock with me. The Lord, that's what the Lord just wants you to do. Just rock with him. Mm-hmm. Just rock with him, man. Verse 11, and the Most High said unto him, who have made man's mouth? You understand? Who had made man's mouth? I made the mouth. I know what your mouth do. I know what your tongue do. I made it. Mm-hmm. You understand? Or who maketh the dumb or deaf or the seeing or the blind? Have not I the Most High? Verse 12, now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth and teach thee what thou shalt say. So now go ahead, man. I'm going to teach you what to say. You ain't got to worry about all that. And that's one of the beautiful things about taking orders. And that's why we understand what rank is here in the ISUPK, especially the brothers. You just take orders. Sometimes you may get an order, it may run through your mind like, damn, why does cat give me this order? But that rank comes from the Lord. You got that order for a reason. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we struggle with following orders, but life would be much more easier if we follow them. You understand? Verse 16. No. I know verse 13. Verse 13. And he said, O my Lord, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send. Verse 14. And the anger of the Most High was kindled against Moses. And he said, is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well. Moses still died. He said, well, shit, I'm going to get Aaron to do it. Hey, the Lord cold-blooded, man. He's like, hey, but Aaron, your brother, I can just picture the, like, you know what I mean? I can just picture, hey, Aaron, your brother. This cat here, Quinn, I don't know about this. Hey, is Aaron your brother? You understand? I know that he can speak well, Aaron can speak well, and also behold, he cometh forth to meet thee, and when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. Verse 15, and thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth, and I will be with thy mouth, and with his mouth, and will teach you what ye shall do. Verse 16, and he shall be thy spokesman unto the people, and he shall be, even he shall be to thee instead of a mouth, and thou shalt be to him instead of power, instead of God. So he's now you see in the rank, like I was saying, I'm gonna teach you what to say. Aaron's gonna be your spokesman, and you gonna be over Aaron. That's rank and order. It's following directions. You understand? So Moses and Aaron followed a man. Moses was a man. The children of Israel followed Moses about a captivity, a man. You mean to tell me that you don't think the Lord's going to do that again? Or can use a man here on the earth right now to lead his people out of captivity? When that's like literally the entire Bible. So if you don't believe in that, if you think you're just gonna get zapped with some type of, what was that character's name on Looney Tunes, the one with the damn gun? Marvin the Martian. You think you're gonna get zapped by Marvin the Martian to become righteous? I mean, that's on you. What was his machine? The R235 something. You're gonna get zapped by Marvin the Martian's gun and become righteous, and you're gonna end up in the kingdom of God. Nah, that's not gonna happen. You have to follow directions. You have to follow rank order. You have to believe in this system that the Lord created. It's a system. It's a system. And a system that's set up and designed to show who loves God and who don't. Who loves their brother and who doesn't. Simple system, but very complex because of slavery. Because of, what do they call it? Free will. It's very complex if you are lukewarm. It's very complex if you're not brotherly. It's very complex if you're not sisterly. Am I saying something that we haven't heard before, Cornelia? This is the structure of how the Most High God wants the nation of Israel to be, man. You understand? That's it. That's it. I'll go back upstairs. And with that,
are you done with my tablet?
Go upstairs. I mind you, just me up here. La Yashala. which means to stand. Wapanyakwidam, which means turn and face the east. Sar, the east is this way. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Balabaka, Gaba'ah, Ratazak, Hayah, Aisha, Maharatazak, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Kedalanawa, Lakam, Ka, Rawam, Wasalachnawa, Kawa Wafnawa, Kasalachnawa, Kawa Wafyanawa, Wala'ah, Gabayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Kawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Hayah, Lakah, Hamalakwa, Bahala, Hatapara, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Untitled the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Baba Kasha, the thunder now, Haka, La Pa, Call Makala, Call Madawa, Haka, La Tahor, Hamatazarai, Haka, Hamak, Haka, Awakawa, the Tamala, the Garshan, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Wada Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. The prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'al, Waha, Bayaf Sapari, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Wada Aman. What we just said was Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha, Ayanya, Ahahari, Ayan, Yabaa, Izari, Ma'ai, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Maharatazah, Al-Yadan, Lamawat, Regal, Al-Yanawam, Shamar, Ana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamar, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al-Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, Kayaka, Wayara, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamar, Akara, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaka, Wabalaka, Waida, Wa'ai, Awalam, Aman. In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Damiyah, Al-Karash, Al-Shaqwa, Al-Kayahana, Al-Yabika, Yahamayawan, Al-Shanai, Yashawa, Ra'ash, Al-Amika, Yariyama, Sawad, Wayatayai Tazawad, Al-Tazak Pawanyika, Al-Mawah, Lahawa, Walakakira, Wagoya, Wala'ah, Yazakor, Sham Yashal, Aiwad, Kaya, Nawai Tazawad, Lab, Yakadu, Auyaka, Warya, Yakarakwa, Wahoya, Badawam, Wayashamaoya, Wawaba, Wahagoria, Wabal, Wamawan, Wamalat, Palashab, I'm Yashabi, Tazawar, Gamashawu, Nalawa, Imam, Iowa, Zarawad, Labaya Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Lahum, Kamadya, Kastayasa, Kayabia, on the call, for Yashwan, Yashamadwan, Ayanda, Iowa, Raman, Adama, Shayatamba, Diablo, Ra, Zabba, Zalmanai, all the same Humble, the shore, Rawa, the Yerusha, Noah, Noah, Alahaya, Shayatamba, Agagala, Wash, the Panyaraka, Kaash, the Rari, Wakalahaba, Kalaha, Arion, Khan, Dapma, Masarika, Wabasova Papa, Kalahalon, Mala'a, Panyahom, Walawan, Wayabakwashma, Shamgat, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabawa, Idi, Wayakaparawa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Ada, Shamgat.
Hold on, Salaki.
Yahweh, Labaka, Al, Yawan, Al, Call, Ratazah, Aman. Make sure your phone's on mute. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
Be not still,
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabez, at the brook of Kassan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zed. Yea, all the princes as Sabbath, and as Zamuna, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. The prayer of the blessings of the power structure in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Miyaki Allah. Wa Lahayim. Batazabiyah. Halawap Yahana. Halawap. Hasaranyam. Hakatazayanyam. Hakayayal. Wa Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh Shah. Tabara Aman. In English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angel. Commanding General Yahweh. General. Captains. Officers. Troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Sisters, Yeshavia, which means to be seated. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Ma'amajim Shabbat, Ma'amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatam, Yajimatah, Sar, basic sisters, Yajimatah, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Ma'amajim Shabbat, Ma'amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Latam Ba Shem Yahshua, Yajimatah, Sar, dismissed.